Why cloud technology is so booming nowadays. To understand this, let me take you 10 to 15 years back. At that time, either there were no cloud technology in the market or it was not that much popular. We used to have the IT infrastructure either in our own office premises or we used to have the third-party data center. Let's understand how much investment, management and manpower is required to deploy a traditional or on-premises data center. Here we have, first of all, space. A huge amount you have to pay for the space. That is for the data center deployment. The next is your hardware. You have to purchase the physical servers. It could be HP, Dell, Sun, IBM, whatever you want for your IT infrastructure. After that, OS licensing. You have to pay for the licensing part as well. It could be Linux or Wintel, whatever you want. Messaging, that is a mail server. You need to have a dedicated server for the mail server. Every IT environment, they have their own dedicated mail server. Database, also a lot of servers would be there for managing the database. It could be MySQL, MariaDB, Oracle, whatever. There are a lot of servers for the application as well. Most important is the power supply, electricity. It could be 24/7. AC is also required to maintain the temperature of your data center. Switches and cabling, that is for the networking and connectivity. And the most important is the skill set to maintain the IT infrastructure. So we used to have the separate team for each work. Like we need to have a separate team for the hardware maintenance, separate team for software, Linux, Wintel. We need to have the team for database, application, software team, your storage team, backup team, networking team. Then only we can manage our traditional data center. So here you can see that lot of manpower is required, lot of management is required, and lot of investment is also required to maintain your traditional data center. Now AWS has come into the picture. It is one of the cloud service provider. AWS is saying that I am very easy to use. I am very flexible, cost effective, reliable, scalable, high performance. I am very secure, and you have to just pay per usage only. So these are the benefits if you are going to use the AWS services for your IT infrastructure. AWS has already established their own data centers on various regions of the world like US, Europe, Asia, and many more places. So if you are planning to use the AWS services to move your existing data center into AWS environment or planning a new data center into AWS, then first understand how much beneficial it would be. So here we have the beautiful figure. Start from the bottom. So hardware part. No hardware you have to invest if you are planning to move your data center into AWS. That is being completely taken care by AWS. Its maintenance, everything will be taken care by AWS team. OS and licensing, that is also being taken care by AWS. Suppose I want 50 Linux servers, I want 100 Wintel servers. So I just need to log into the AWS console management, and from there I need to just select how many servers I want, and within minutes, within 5 minutes my servers would be ready. I do not need to worry about the hardware part as well as OS part and its licensing. That is being totally taken care by the AWS team. Patching also, the minor level patching, right? So newly built servers would be fully patched. The most important is application and database. That is also supported by AWS only. For traditional data center, if you want to install a database, first step you have to choose the physical server. After that you have to install an operating system, and then you are going to patch your server. After that you're going to install some development tools, and then you're going to install the database. So here you can see that 5 or 6 steps are required, then only your database server would be ready. But if you're going with AWS, you just select the services like RDS, and then you have to just select which database you want. You want MySQL, you want Oracle, you want MariaDB, and just click. Within 5 minutes your database would be ready. At the backend, what service they are, what resources they are using, we need not to worry about that. So you can see that the lot of benefits we have with the AWS. With that diagram, you can easily compare your traditional data center with the Amazon Web Services. So that's why the cloud technology is booming nowadays. So friends, that's all for this lecture. We'll see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.